First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They run with Sanders off the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Stafford, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
26-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fields on 3rd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 32, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Lady, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Stafford on 3rd down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey. 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 58, boys. 58.
Now it's Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Raiders 3.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Bears take over.
34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And 3.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Stafford's throw there complete to Ruggs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. I'm here all day. 58 is Mike, 58. 58 is Mike.
Stafford on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, 5-0!
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The 29-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Beckham. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, guy just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Bears 14, Raiders 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense,
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calais Campbell on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Catch made by Slayton.
Fields pass complete to Darius Slayton. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. He'll buy some time right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fields on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw, Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, he sheds himself free, running right through him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford eluding the pressure right.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now a carry for Jacobs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got it.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10. Fields swings this out here for Cohen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run. with Montgomery. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bears 21, Raiders 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Stafford.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's to his running back. Complete. And another juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Stafford now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath, and and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Jacobs, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
Yeah. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now,